Hello.
Hello, everyone. Gani, I can hear you. It's Stephanie.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, great.
Yeah, it seems to be okay.
Yeah, that's great.
Little bit under stress.
Everything seems to be in order, and we still have about 6 minutes until we
Yeah,
officially start. So,
yeah. Uh-huh. So the speaker, ah, Penina already here. So Stephanie, please make her as a co-host. Penina Imbago. And then Almira also as a student, make her as a co-host.
Hi.
Hi. Hello.
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 Stephanie, are all the speakers online with us? Can you see them?
hi, I'm checking right now if everyone is here and making everyone co-host who has a presentation. So, can someone please check if they are able to share their screen with us, with their presentation? For an emergency, I have all the presentations myself, but I think that because you have prepared them, you know better when to switch the slides and everything. But just in case of an emergency, I also have all of them.
So Stephanie, who is the first to check the presentation?
Just a second, I need someone is asking for the link. Oh, okay, there. Great.
Stephanie,
Jenny, I'm happy to see you.
happy to see you too. Miss Polilova already here. And
Yes,
this,
hello. Hello, dear
yeah,
friends. Hello.
already be a
Nice to
co-host.
see you. Nice to see you. Can you hear me well?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, let's waiting for the participants then.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, yes, we can hear you. Hi,
Yes.
nice to meet
Yes,
you.
hi, yeah. Hello, I'm Penina.
So all the speakers already here. Hello, Olga. Where are you?
Yeah, but in a minute I'll be in my place and switch on camera again. You see?
dear speakers, if I have not made you co-host yet, can you please raise up the hand so I can make sure that everyone who will be sharing their presentations with us today are made co-hosts? Thank you.
Okay, I think that's in another 1 minute. Okay, we can start. Maybe. Stephanie,
Yes, yes.
can we start?
I think so. Yes. Again, one last call for the speakers. If I have not made you co-host yet and you have a presentation for us today to share, please raise your hand. Just one last time, just to make sure.
Stephanie, so the question, should we raise hand in order we would like to share the presentation? Is it right?
No. I mean that if you have a presentation for today and you need to be co-host to be able to share it during the webinar. So,
So, okay.
therefore.
Yeah. Okay. I think we can start. It's already 4 p.m. Indonesian time. So is there there is another question? Miss Polilova, is it okay? You still raise hand?
This raising hand means that I would like to share my presentation and ask the organizers to give me the rights of the organizer. In order to
You if you want to try, please.
I've made you co-host, so you should be able to do that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it should be fine. Okay, let's start. Yeah. Maybe I will mix a little bit with the Indonesian language because I mean the Zoom participants mostly the Indonesian one coming from the HIMNI. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, Bapak Ibu semuanya. Selamat sore, selamat datang kembali, selamat bergabung di webinar HIMNI. Hari ini bekerja sama dengan International Council for Women in Industry and Technology, juga Women in Nuclear Russia. So good afternoon from Indonesia, good afternoon to our colleagues from Russia, Tanzania, and Egypt. And a warm welcome to everyone joining us from different parts of the world, of course. Yeah, it is very great pleasure for me. My name is Geni. I will be act as a moderator today. And there is a Stephanie also. He is a very busy woman in technical Zoom, etc. And also Olga, who are very busy on organizing this webinar. So representing the Indonesian Nuclear Society, HIMNI, to welcome you to the 7th edition of the Girls in STEM. Yeah, so this is the Girls in STEM webinar 7. the title or the theme of this webinar today is the soft skill versus hard skill in technological industries, which is very important one. So this international webinar already mentioned is organized by the International Council for the Support and Development of Women in Technology and Industry, ICWITI, the Rosatom Women Community, Women in Nuclear Russia, and then Indonesia Nuclear Society, HIMNI. When we talk about the careers, of course, in science and technology, we often focus first on the hard skill only, technical knowledge, analytical ability. How is that? Analytical ability. How is the research competence, digital literacy, and professional expertise? So these skills may help us enter laboratories, universities, hospital, industries, and technological institution. However, technical competence alone is not always enough. To transform knowledge into meaningful innovation, we also need soft skills, the ability to communicate ideas, listen to others, work across disciplines and cultures, how to manage conflict, this is very important one, how to adapt to change, how to build trust, and how to lead with empathy. Yeah, so this is not so easy one, but not difficult, of course. Hard skill may help us develop a technology, but soft skills determine whether the technology can be understood, can be accepted, can be implemented and used to benefit society. So therefore, today's discussion is not merely about choosing between soft skills and hard skills. It is about discovering the right balance between these two. In technological industries, the most successful professionals are often those who are technically competent, but also able to collaborate, to communicate, to inspire, and to continuously learn. So please, we don't have to stop learning in this life. So today, we are fortunate to have three distinguished professionals who will share insight from international cooperation, healthcare, teaching, research, and professional practice. We will also hear the voices of four inspiring students coming from Russia, Indonesia, Tanzania, and Egypt, representing business informatics, mechanical engineering, physics, and nuclear science. So this combination is particularly meaningful. We will not only hear what established professionals expect from the next generation, but also what young women themselves experience, need, and aspire to as they prepare to enter technology-driven industries. I hope today's conversation will be open, honest, and inspiring, of course, especially for young women who may still be questioning whether they are capable of building careers in science, engineering, and technology. So to all our young participants, please remember, you do not have to wait until you become an expert to become contributing. Your curiosity, courage to ask questions, willingness to collaborate, and readiness to learn are already important parts of your professional journey. So once again, welcome to Girls in STEM Webinar 7. Let us explore how technical excellence and human competence can work together to create stronger professionals, more inclusive workplaces, and innovation that truly serve humanity. So let us begin to our webinar. We will now begin the first session by listening to our three professional speakers representing Russia, Tanzania, and Tanzania. So each speaker will have maximum 8 minutes. So please be on tight with the time because we only have 1 hour and 30 minutes to share your professional experience and perspective on the balance between hard skill and soft skill in technology industry. So our first speaker, we will let Miss Dina Vladimirovna Polinova. She is a director for international cooperation at Neymar University, Russia. With her extensive experience in international cooperation and educational development, she will share her perspective on the competencies needed to work successfully across institutions, disciplines, and culture. So, Miss Dina, the floor is yours now.
Yeah, hello, dear colleagues, dear friends. So this is my pleasure to participate in this webinar because it's very important. I know that there are many students from all over the world, but now we are discussing an extremely important topic, how not to develop only your hard skills, but how to develop your soft skills. And that's why, so the topic of today's webinar is soft skills versus hard skills. But I would start with the idea that soft skills should be plus by hard skills. So they should be a perfect combination which allow you to follow your professional way, your career, and should follow your general life experience. So can you see my demonstration of the screen? Can you see my presentation?
Yes.
Yes, we
Perfect.
can see.
So perfect. Let me tell you a couple of words about myself in order to support the opportunity to become an expert in this webinar. So actually my work experience is more than 20 years. And so I've been working for more than 10 years in the civil service. So I am heading the top positions in different spheres in investments, in education, in international conferences, in events, and right now I'm working at the Neymar University. And so I have quite a great experience in management teams and so on. And at the same time, so professional life was always my top priority. But at the same time, I considered that I could be considered quite successful in my family life because I'm a mother of twins. They are 14 years old, and I'm sure that you would like my sons because they are really cool. But at the same time, so it's very difficult to combine their professional sphere together with some family life. But I think that the key is your soft skills, which allow you to combine and to cope with everything with in your professional life together with your family life. And of course, I think that my managing experience have the opportunity to share some thoughts and some advices which could be useful for you. And I think that maybe you will find it also useful. And why generally we are discussing this point? So why is it important? Actually, I remember myself during my student times, and of course for me it was very, very difficult to understand what does it mean to build up your career, how you could predict what your position will be in 10 years, how could you influence their professional development, their career, because it seems to be that there is some manager, some CEO of the company which makes any decision, and how could you influence their development of your career. And of course, if you are a student, you are fully concentrated on your hard skills. So you are discussing with your mates your professional life and so on. But what way should be what way is possible? How to build up your career? Should you be a professional? Should you be an expert in any sphere? Or you should be a friend, I don't know, of the management. You should find some opportunities, finding relatives working in the top management of the companies. So what should be the combination? What the right strategy to follow in order to be successful in your life and in order to be useful in the world, so to say, yes, in order to be useful in your career? And from this point of view, we could be supported by this terminology, hard skills and soft skills. And actually, let us recall one more time, what does it mean? So hard skills, actually, these are the specific knowledge, the professional skills, which allow you to be an expert in any sphere, in digital science, in technical documentation, I don't know, in programming, in doing something. At the same time, soft skills allow you to communicate with people. So they are connected with social skills, how you interact with other people working in the same team, working in the same company. And of course, if we compare soft skills and hard skills, so it's very difficult to measure soft skills. At the same time, hard skills are much easier to be measured. But at the same time, hard skills become outdated, and they should be renovated. At the same time, that soft skills should be developed, and you should pay your attention just in the process of the development of your soft skills. And you would ask, what is more important? What is the strategy to pay your attention to the hard skills and to your profession, or to the soft skills? And the idea is that there should be a balance, because hard skills allow you to enter the profession, but at the same time, soft skills allow you to grow in this profession, because you should anyway communicate with other people, you should understand other people, and you should promote your project. And for these aims, you are needed to be to be an expert in your social skills, in soft skills. There are some statistics which show that so Harvard, Stanford universities, they make some research, and 85% of success is driven by soft skills. So, and 93% of the employers prioritize their soft skills on their resume. And it's also very important that how you communicate with people, how you communicate with clients, how you could manage your goals, for how you could plan, and so on. And that's why it means that you should pay your attention not only to the depth of your knowledge, of your professional knowledge, but at the same time, you should develop your soft skills, and you should pay the attention to the soft skills to be successful in your professional life. Speaking about the soft skills, what are they generally? We could group them into 4 big groups. So the first is communicative skills. They are connected with some communication with other people, how you speak, how you're able to give some public speakings, and so on. Emotional intelligence allow you to understand other people, to communicate them effectively, and to achieve aims during the negotiations. Some management skills allow you to cope with all your goals, will help you to manage some projects and so on. So they're connected with team management and delegation, project management and planning. And of course, thinking is very important. So your creative approach to the project, your positive thinking, all of them are very, very important. And I would like to pay your attention, so that in any technical profession, you will need soft skills anyway. And maybe this is a kind of advice. So when you are a student, you could predict what your profession will be, and you could write down the skills, soft skills, that will be necessary in your profession. And you should pay you may pay your attention to the development of the soft skills. For example, if you are an engineer, of course, you should be an expert in technical documentation, but at the same time, in order to implement any project, you should be able to manage your time and your goals. And it concerns any profession, actually. And maybe you have heard about the T-shaped competency model. What does it mean? So you see this red vertical line, which means the depth of your knowledge. And of course, you should work out to be the profession in to be an expert in your profession. But at the same time, the horizontal lines means your expertise in other spheres of knowledge, in marketing, in negotiations, in making up the presentations. So, and wider the knowledge, the horizontal knowledge you have, the more successful you are. And the goal is to become a comb-shaped expert. You see, so there are some expertise fields which are equally developed, and the width of this some segments of knowledge, of other knowledge. So it is also quite wide, and it is important to follow such a strategy. Of course, how to develop your soft skills. There are many ways. You should pay your attention to some online platforms to test. So the first step is to assess yourself. And of course, there are many discussions what is better, to focus on your strengths or to develop your weak traits. But many experts consider that it would be much more efficient to be focused on your strengths, because it would be much more easier to develop them. And of course, it will give you the advantageous position, and you will be pressured by your CEO or by the company because of your strengths. And of course, it's very important to practice your soft skills. Only practice will help you to be successful in developing your soft skills. And one more advice I give always to my children is to understand what you want to become and to become them. If you would like to become a communicative person, so you should act like a communicative person, and then you should express this communication. If you would like to be a positive thinking person, so you should become such a person. And maybe the first step will be to put down the traits that you would like to be and to develop them. And I would like to focus maybe on 4 basic traits, which considered from my point of view as the basic one. So communication. It allows us to be in good communication with other people, and my advice is to perceive the people with whom you are talking as friends. So you don't have to think that they are enemies and they try to judge you anyhow, because you know that every person is usually concentrated on himself. And it means that in any communication, you shouldn't be afraid of talking to people. You shouldn't be afraid of expressing your position. And at the same time, it's very difficult. It's very important to understand what is the reaction of a person, how he feels, what is the motivation of the person, what are the reasons why he acts like this. And maybe so sometimes we react negatively on some words, maybe, but try to become the friend of this person. Try to understand his position, why he acts like this. Maybe he has some troubles, and when you try to understand people, it will be much easier to communicate with them. Of course, critical thinking is very important. You should make any decision not only not on the basic of the emotions, but you should be consciousness when taking any decision, because it's very important. Because you should consider the facts, the actions, not the perception of any event. And of course, positive thinking, I think that this is the key in any sphere of your life, and in any situation, you should think positive. Of course, there is no people in the world who don't have any problems. Of course, everybody has, and there could be some serious problems, but sometimes some events happened and you could do nothing with this. And in this situation, try to find a lesson from the situation and try to find the best side of this negative event, and the world will get much easier. And in the end, I would like to share my personal advice. Maybe they will be useful for you. Try not to stop learning. Your professional way, you should be also always concentrated on the development of your skills, of your professional skills. Don't stop educating after graduating the university. Try to find the same surrounding, the same people who perceive life in the same way, who don't want to stop, who don't want to be so in the same reality. Try to be active in your life. Try to find the hobbies that are interesting for you, that inspire you, that give you energy, because it's very important to understand what gives you energy: a cup of coffee, or a conversation with a friend, or dancing, for example. And consider your energy balance and balance in everything. When you're making any decision, try to understand yourself, try to feel yourself, because sometimes you understand that I don't want to make this decision. But so this is the hint of yourself to yourself. And maybe you should be careful taking this decision. And of course, compare yourself only to yourself, not to the other people, because everybody has its own way. But you should estimate your progress in your life, and you should develop yourself. And that's why it's very important to compare yourself only to yourself. And of course, always believe in the best, because every event in your life, it gives a new opportunity. It could give new friends and new understanding of the world. And of course, the final advice is smile, be positive, smile, communicate with people, and of course, enjoy your life. And in the end of my speech, I would like to wish everybody, every student, to be successful in your professional life, in your personal life. And of course, if you'd like to discuss any approach to the life, I will be very glad to share my thoughts. I will give you my contacts, and of course, I will be very glad to stay in touch. Thank you very much for your attention. So I'm ready to answer the questions.
Yeah, thank you very much, Miss Dina. It is very interesting one. So soft skill should be trained from the beginning, I think, yeah. And then please don't stop learning. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, Miss Dina. So your very valuable insight, yeah. Your presentation has shown us that in an international and technological environment, of course, professional knowledge must be supported by the ability to communicate, to collaborate, and build mutual understanding, not only hard skill, of course. And we will now move from the fields of the international cooperation and education to the healthcare sectors. So, Miss Agnes Blasi Ngowi from Tanzania, hello. Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, she is a radiation therapy. Radiation therapy is a profession that requires a very high level of technical accuracy, I think. And at the same time, also, it also requires empathy, clear communication, teamwork, and the ability to support patients and their families during the very challenging moment. Yeah. Miss Agnes, we look forward to hearing your professional experience and your thoughts on how hard skill and soft skill complement each other in the medical and radiation related services. So the time is yours now, please.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to participate in this webinar. So I will share my journey from the village that I was born to the clinic. A story that I am sure it will inspire the girls in STEM And through the story, you'll be able to see the hard and soft skills as they have been defined and given as examples in the previous speech by Dina. So my name, as introduced, is Agnes Ngowi, from speaking from Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. I was born in Kilimanjaro region, the same region where Mountain Kilimanjaro is found, as you can see on the photo, on the picture. Mountain Kilimanjaro is the Africa's highest point and the world's highest freestanding mountain, which I climbed 2 years ago. So that is me on the picture. Today, we will see more of the 3 parts of my life: the personal life experience, education experience, as well as professional experience. A journey that has been built on determination, learning, and the services. From my personal life, that is me on the picture. I took this picture from when I was in our village, and I was born with my other 5 siblings. So and raised by both parents. My father was a driver and my mother a farmer. And currently I'm a mother of 2 children, a daughter who is more than 5 years and a son who is currently 3 months. Throughout the journey, you'll be able to see that no matter the challenges in the career development, or no matter the scarcity of the resources, you are supposed to meet your goals and succeed in your career. So this is my education journey from primary school to postgraduate. I'll summarize it. The primary education I completed from a government school where resources were limited, and this school is found just a few kilometers from the place that I was born. So I used to go to school on foot, and we used to bring some items from home, such as water, firewood, and brooms, just to make sure that to use them for cleaning, and firewood for cooking, and water for activities like cooking. So you will be able to picture that how the environment was like that the time that I was studying in that school. Also, we used to grow crops, seasonal crops like maize and beans for meals. And at the same time, we had to study. So during that time, no one is telling you how you should organize yourself. So it's up to you to manage your time for domestic chores as well as complete school or academic task. So the same applies to lower secondary, but the lower secondary was a bit better, where the infrastructure was more improved. It was a church-only school, but still I was involved in growing seasonal crops for meals in school, and at the same time completing the academic task, and I was able to pass and continue to high school. High school was a private boarding school, and this was my first time to move out of home, because the primary and lower secondary was a day scholar, so I used to go back to home and also assist my parents in domestic chores at home. But in secondary school, where I was studying physics, chemistry, biology, and basic applied mathematics, I was only focusing on academics, and I was able to concentrate to my studies and pass the exams and continue to undergraduate education. So on undergraduate, I moved out of the region where I was born to the city that I'm currently staying. So the institution was a government owned, but still I could not manage to the financials for living as well as to pay for school fees, but I was able to secure a loan from the government, which I paid after getting employed. After graduating and getting employed, then I repaid back the loan. So this was the foundation, and I was able to learn more of the hard and soft skills because I was balancing the new life in town, and I needed to organize myself and put in my own timetable as well as balancing the resources that I had. So even the money that was given to me as a loan, it was not enough. So I had to work as well in a volunteer job. Um, after after class time, I used to do a volunteer job, which I secured more money for survival at the city. Then after graduating, undergraduate in 2016, 2017, I joined internship. In 2018, I was employed at Ocean Road Cancer Institute, the institute that I'm currently working. I worked real hard after employment, and after 2 years is when I became a mother with the daughter who is more than 5 years now. Then after 2 more years, I joined the postgraduate course, which was Masters of Science in Advanced Radiation Therapy Practice. This was online master's degree, which I studied from Trinity College, University of Dublin. And here it means I had more responsibilities. I needed to take care of the family and also complete my academic parts as well as work as usual, because when studying online, you are not exempted the from the duties at work. So here it means I needed more commitment and I needed to be more organized in order to complete the degree, which was a 3 years course. I started in 2022 and completed in 2025. After completing the degree in 2025, then 2026, this year in April, is when I had my second child, who is currently 3 months. So I'll tell you a little bit of the professional experience. As a radiation therapist with 7 years of dedicated clinical practice in oncology care, I have managed to comply to the standard, and due to the efforts that I put at work, I was selected by the institute to work as the clinical auditor and also quality assurance. So I ensure that the quality standards are followed in providing radiotherapy services at the department. Also, not only I audit here, but through other courses that I pursued in infection prevention and control, I also audit issues. I also audit things associated to infection prevention and control. So learning is a continuous process. I have learned long-term trainings, as I have shown you in my previous slide, and also as well as short courses. Some of them were professional, such as nuclear safeguard, which I studied for 2 weeks from in Vienna, Austria, which was sponsored by the IAA, as you can see at the picture. That is a picture that I took from Vienna. So I was able to to study some of these courses as well as courses with soft skills such as leadership course. I have different leadership roles as the current Vice President of Women in Nuclear Tanzania. That is me on the picture with the President of Women in Nuclear Tanzania, Professor Najat Kasim Muhammad, who is also the current Director General of Tanzania Atomic Energy Commission, and is my mentor in leadership as well as career development. Also, I'm the Treasurer General of the African Young Generation in Nuclear, managing the finances, as well as Treasurer General of the Radiotherapy Association of Tanzania, and the Secretary General of the Medical Tourism Committee of the Ocean Road Cancer Institute. So it means if you have more responsibilities, you need to apply a lot of soft skills to be able to manage everything. And you need to organize yourself, you need to be committed in those responsibilities in order to provide the expected results. So this is the summary of the activities that shaped me, and some of them we have seen them in previous slides as the physical resilience, such as farming, fetching water, and keeping domestic animals at home. Like we used to keep domestic animals. So those are the activities that taught me that I need to be disciplined. I need to apply discipline in order to manage such activities, as well as manage time management to be able to complete each task at the given time. So I learned that from a young age. Also, being a mother of two who has ambitions, I was able to raise my daughter while studying the master's degree and complete the degree. So that means barriers can be broken with determination. Also, I've been a leader at home as well as a leader at work. So all that built the organizational skills that I carry in my professional role. So that is the summary of the hard and soft skills built, and I will just mention them as they have been. I have spoken about them in my previous slides. The first is financial management, which has really given me the foundation to work as the Treasurer General of the African Young Generation in Nuclear, as well as Radiation Therapists Association of Tanzania. Agricultural management, as well as planning and budgeting. I am also the budget officer of the clinical audit and quality assurance unit at the institute that I'm currently working. So the planning and budgeting skills that I grew up with have taken me to all those. Also, the soft skills that I learned, and I've mentioned them several times, is time management, teamwork. You cannot make it alone. You need to work as a team and collaborate with your colleagues in order to make the activities more easier and get them done in time. Resilience and grit, as well as problem-solving skills, have really helped me to get where I am today. Thank you very much for your attention, and I look forward to any questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Agnes, for your meaningful perspective. So in the following session, I will let the students ask deeply about your soft skills experience, okay? And then we will continue with our third professional speaker who will bring us into the world of higher education and scientific research. So Miss Penina Mbago. She is a teaching assistant and researcher at the University of Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. As an educator and researcher, Miss Penina works in an
Penina iko
environment.
kwenye meeting, sio? Naona hawezi kuja.
Hello, please. Please.
Anapresent ya.
Stephanie, could you help to close the mic of other participants?
Yes, I'm just looking for who it is.
Okay, let us continue. Yeah. So we will continue to the Miss Penina. Yeah, Miss Penina, and then she works in the environment and where the scientific knowledge must be combined with critical thinking, communication, and mentoring collaboration, I'm sure. And how to enhance the ability to inspire the students. So she is an expert, I think. So Miss Penina, we invite you to share your experience regarding the skills young women need to develop in order to succeed in research, education, and technology-related careers. So, Ms. Penina, the mic is yours now.
Thank you. Ms. Stephen, can you please help me share? Yes.
Yes, but yours is visible as well. Not sure.
Could you full screen?
Alright, like we can see your screen. Do you want me to share mine with your presentation?
Can you see now?
Yes.
Oh, no.
You can
Sorry.
click the three dots and then hide the click the three dots. There is a three. Okay, full screen now.
Okay.
In the bottom right.
So the thing is, my computer is not allowing me to go to the bottom. The taskbar they have sticked in the on top of computers.
Okay,
That's why I want her to help me share.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, you can continue. Yeah.
Okay, let me just.
Yeah, you can start.
Anyway, Penina, can you start with your speech, please?
Okay. All right. So good afternoon, everyone. I'm so honored to speak with you today in this webinar. And as I was introduced, my name is Penina Chimbago. I am an assistant lecturer and researcher in the Department of Physics from the University of Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. So my work focuses on radiation protection, environmental radioactivity, medical physics. But today, that won't be the focus of my talk. I'll just be talking the story behind the scientist, me, like what lesson I've learned so far in my STEM journey, the challenges I've faced, and the skills that have helped me to build the future career of me. The next slide, please.
Mm-hmm.
So like any other journey, there must be a starting point. Like you need to have a starting point. Like was it Dina was saying, like you need to know what you actually need to do in your life. So from the beginning, I knew I wanted science. So during my university time, I went to apply for the Bachelor of Education or Bachelor of Science with Education. So I was majoring mathematics and physics. So I knew that I could do that. But there is one thing that we need to know. Loving science and succeeding in science, they are two different things. So the you need to have some things that will keep what you love into becoming true. So yeah, even like what Agnes just said, girls from developing country, we face a lot of challenges during our studying phases. So even for myself, I faced a lot of challenges, financial challenges, the fact that we were only 2 girls in the class, like all boys. So that was really a challenge. And I remember, even though I was a scholarship student, but I was supposed to pay some university direct costs. So that was really a challenge during my second year. My first year was okay, but my second year was really hard. And I even come to the point like I wanted to give up. But again, that challenge became an opportunity that shaped me to be here at the university today. So next slide, please. So yes, we're talking about hard skills and soft skills. And like Gina said, we are not like debating to see like whether we need hard skills or we need soft skills. We are not in that debate. So because we need both, and you cannot be good in one skill and expect it to be enough, or to be in hard skills and without competence in soft skills, you still cannot fit in the industry. So same goes to having soft skills doesn't mean you can fit in the industry. So for me, I knew the hard skills will open the door for me. So during my bachelor degree, I had to make sure that I pass physics, mathematics, the research methodology, because I was a teacher. So I needed to know what methodologies do I want to make sure my students understand what I'll be teaching them. And so actually that helped me to graduate my bachelor degree. Then after that, I went for master's. Then I knew like I'm entering a different field from what I knew before. So I had again to pass the coursework phase before going to the research phase. And after passing the coursework phase, going to the research phase, I knew I needed to have the scientific writing skills, how to analyze my data, and many other hard skills that I had to learn in the class. And so with that, the hard skills gave me knowledge, credibility, and they opened the professional opportunities for me. But that was actually something else that I had to need extra. Another slide, please. So because I needed extra thing, like how do I make people understand what I have learned so far? So how do I fit myself? Like, yes, the hard skills have opened the door, but I need to stay in the room. There is a rule that you need for you to stay in the room. And staying in the room, you need to make sure being in the room, you need to be comfortable. You can make yourself in the room, but again, suffocating. So I had to, for me not to suffocate in that room, so I had to develop some soft skills. So that those soft skills can help me transform my technical knowledge into real impact thing. So I had to be, to learn how to be a good listener, to have this collaboration stuff, both international and national-wise, and to ask a question, not like to be shy. When you don't know, you really don't know. You need to ask so that you can understand. And again, have that confidence in volunteering so that you can build that public speaking confidence within you. Because even here I'm talking, it's because I have developed that. Otherwise, I couldn't be in this webinar today. So, and again, the most important thing, you need not to forget yourself. So you need to make sure you manage your time, you plan all your professional thing, and make sure you don't forget yourself. You need time for your own growth. So yes, another slide, please. So yeah, like I've told you that the hard skills has opened the door, the soft skills has made me stay within the room, but it wasn't simple. There are barriers that I faced. So among all them is the limited resources, financial constraints, balancing the family responsibilities with academic work. So just like Agnes, when I was doing my master's, I had a young daughter of less than 1 year, so it was really challenging. So that gave me a discipline on how to manage these things. And another disappointing thing is being being among of the few female in the industry. That one is somewhat discouraging. But in all these challenges that I've faced so far, they gave me an opportunity to a certain lesson. So the challenges taught me to be resilient, to push beyond my limits, to make sure I do not remain in my comfort zone. And whenever I'm trying to push, whenever I'm trying to do, like I'll fail, but that should not make me give up. So failure taught me to be patient. Again, in everywhere you go, just know you'll be criticized. You cannot be perfect. And if you find a system like everything is perfect for you, my dear, you have to run because you'll not grow in that place. So criticism must be there and you must accept it because through criticism, you'll get an opportunity to improve yourself. And one more thing, do not run away from responsibilities. Responsibility from home, responsibilities at work, responsibility for your own personal life. Because by accepting responsibilities, you become a good leader. You cannot become a good leader without experiencing any kind of responsibilities. So far, I am a secretary for the Nuclear Science and Technology Research Group at the university. Again, I am an active member of Women in Nuclear. I am the board member of Tanzania Young Generation Nuclear. I am the chairperson of the training committee of the Tanzania Young Generation in Nuclear. All those I accept because they are shaping me to becoming a good leader. Next slide, please. So like there is a real power in combining the two skills. You cannot rely on hard skill, you cannot rely on soft skills only. So you need them both. So like in my field, like I need to do scientific publications. I cannot do scientific publications if I do not have that art skills in writing, because writing is an art, and writing you cannot learn to your teacher, you need to practice. So you need to build that art skills within you. And again, as a teacher, as a mentor, I need to communicate with my student. So communication is very important as a skill. Yes, I have the content thing, but how do I transform that content into my students to understand me? So I need to have the communication skills. And again, as a research, I cannot work, lock myself in the room saying like I'm conducting research. I need a team. I need to collaborate with people. So being able to work with team, that is another soft skills you need to develop. Again, you need to have that self-confidence within you to apply opportunities, different international and national, so that you can be able to speak freely among yourselves, among people, and that actually will make you almost a perfect leader. I cannot say a perfect, but almost a perfect leader, because you'll know what you really need. So like the hard skills have helped me to become a scientist, and now the soft skills has helped me to become a professional. So together they keep on shaping my career profession. Next slide, please. So what I can tell the young female out there, not only young female, there are boys. I see some of the men have entered the webinar. So like learning is a continuous process. You'll never reach a point like you're saying now, I have ended my learning life. It is a continuous process, and until you die, that's when you say, I have reached the end of my learning. So believe in yourself that you belong in STEM, and do not underestimate or overestimate one skill over the other. You need both of them. So yes, as I've already been saying from earlier, like hard skills may open the door, but how far you'll walk through that door, how much you stay in that door, how comfortable you'll be in that room depends on the soft skills that you'll be developing through your entire life. Therefore, my dear, you need to invest in both. Be curious, be courageous, and never let anyone convince like that dream you're having is too ambitious. No, you should not allow that. Next, please. Next, please. So like what I can say is hard skill, when you combine with soft skills, you become confident, strong, and independent person. With that regard, thank you very much. So I would love to continue the discussion in a different way. So this is Penina, your presenter. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Penina. It's very interesting one, your presentation. Yeah.
Thank you.
Also, sincere appreciation to all three of our professional speakers, Miss Dina, Miss Agnes, and Penina for the last one. It's very interesting one. Then we should learn soft skill until we die. So from the three presentation, we have heard any different perspective from international cooperation, healthcare, education, and research. Although the professional environment are different, one common message is becoming very clear from those three expert presentation. Hard skill establish our professional credibility. So while soft skills enable us to use that expertise effectively, responsibly, and collaboratively. So we will now continue our webinar now to the students from Russia, Indonesia, Tanzania, and Egypt. They will share their experience, expectation, and challenges as a young woman preparing to build careers in STEM and technology industry. So each student will have approximately 4 minutes, to introduce yourself and share your perspective, experience, and personal reflection, of course, on the relationship between hard skill and soft skills in preparing for your career in technological industry. So for the first student speaker, we will invite Miss Maria Alexandrovna Esina from Russia. So Maria is the fourth year student in the Business Informatics program at MGIMO University. And her academic field brings together technology, data, business processes, and organizational decision making, of course. So Maria, we would be pleased to hear your perspective as a young woman studying and at the intersection of business and technology. So the mic is yours now, Maria.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. May you please share my presentation, if it's possible? So I'll still start. Again, I'm really grateful to be here and to share my personal story with you. And I won't be that long because my story is not that long for you to translate. However, I have already gathered quite a lot of things, so I would like to share this with you. So the real question is, so the next slide is definitely, I would like to say that the real question I want to answer today is what is atomic industry for us? And by us, I mean women who work in different spheres and who are combining soft and hard skills to manage everyday life. So actually, my journey to the atomic industry started quite unusual because I had an opportunity to be an attaché for the World Atomic Week that happened in September 2025. I was really scared because I never did that. And I believe that a lot of women face the fear of not being heard, not being seen. And I felt that. I wasn't sure that I'm capable to be part of that great event and succeed there. However, I still managed to be there, and I spent an amazing week working with people who are involved in shifting everyday life and in shifting atomic industry. However, that was not my first opportunity, but I understood that atomic sphere is a sphere that I want to contribute. And by shaping the world, I mean I also have participated in models like UN model. And after that, one of my dreams became to have my own model to show people how politics and how hard skills actually can contribute in one thing. So I had my own committee on artificial intelligence. That was actually a thing that I really was focused on because I already had an experience in working in Vision Labs, where we worked a lot with data. And it also always really amazed me how real data can become products that people use every day to our life day to day. So I had my own committee. We talked about atomic sphere, we talked about artificial intelligence, and I understood that every woman has her own voice in this world, even though we are always scared or sometimes we're not sure that we are capable to do. Right now, I'm actually an intern in Rosatom Quantum Technologies. I'm not quite sure working a lot with data. However, I still contribute my knowledge and my hard skills to have this opportunity to show that Rosatom community in general has a lot to share with people. But all this was not possible from in the beginning because I started to be part of Rosatom students community and became the head of communications with international students. We contribute to make people know more about atomic field and how you can from all over the world know about atomic and know how it changes the world. So I believe that all these projects and all the things are a big combination of hard and soft skills that I had. And as I always say, that knowledge cannot shift anywhere. Everything you learn day to day is something that you will live with. And there is no more important thing than knowledge. And for us women, I believe that by combining hard and soft skills can make us really good in what we are working on and really powerful in some way and successful in others to be part of this great world that's quite shifting really fast today. So thank you very much again for this opportunity and opportunity to share about my story.
Yeah, thank you very much, Maria. Yeah, your reflection remind us that the technological innovation does not take place in isolation, of course. It must be connected with communication, management, decision making, and understanding of people and organization. So we will now move to Indonesia. Our second student speaker is the Miss Almira Citra Amelia. She already graduated from the master student in mechanical engineering at the University of Indonesia. Mechanical engineering requires, of course, strong technical foundations, analytical thinking, and problem-solving abilities. However, I think that the engineers must also be able to work in multidisciplinary teams. So communicate technical ideas and respond to challenging industrial challenges. So Almira, we invite you to deliver your speech now. The mic is yours now.
Okay, thank you very much for Mrs. Jenny Sunario. This is for me the best opportunity for me to can explain what I do in my job. And then actually my name is Almira Citra Amelia, but you can call me Almira. I was born in Jakarta, 5th September. And then when I tried to get the nature science in senior high school in Jakarta, and then I tried and finished the diploma 3 and diploma 4 for mechanical engineering. Especially for diploma 4, I finished about electromechanic. So after that, I go to master degree in mechanical engineering at the University of Indonesia. And now, after that, I try to looking forward for PhD opportunity, and I think it can improve my job, my work. So I work in researcher in research center of nuclear reactor technology, and about this theme about soft skill and hard skill, I think there is very meaningful relationship about STEM and soft skill in my life. Why I choose the STEM? Actually, for the first reason is about I curious with many phenomenon in life. Sometimes it can be why we should in the past we should meet one by one, or we should meet one to another group to can communicate. But now we can communicate with a webinar like this, and then we can communicate with sometimes like a group WhatsApp or sometimes another application in our life. So we can meet another life, another person without without much to literally find the person one by one, or we can communicate with internet. And why I choose the second reason I choose STEM, this is about thing to improve the human life. When we know in the past, we only use our force to get some place, and now we can use sometimes like car, a train, or plane to get our target another country. And then the third reason why I trust choose the STEM is because I trust the STEM will be answer my question. This is about the reason, the first reason and the second reason. So what is so sorry. The relationship about soft skill and hard skill, this is not versus, but it is a relationship about my critical thinking and problem solving to ensure and enhance my engineering. So the second, what is the relation about my soft skill and hard skill? There is about public speaking and teamwork can be enhanced the management of the knowledge in research. As you know, may we have some knowledge and we cannot to speak it and to discuss it with our senior or our junior. It may be only just keep in our mind. That is not transfer knowledge and management for nuclear research or for anything we can improve together. So I think the public speaking and teamwork, it can be enhance the management of knowledge. So the last one, but the knowledge is my personal motto is do the best for now and for better life. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Almira, for your sharing
Mm.
experience. Yeah, your remarks show the becoming successful engineer is not only about mastering equation, yeah, machine or
Mm.
technical system, but also to develop the confidence to express idea, collaborate with others, and
Sure.
translate knowledge, yeah, into practical
Yeah.
solutions. Thank you. And now
Okay, thank you.
we will now continue to Tanzania. So our third student speaker is the Miss Sarah Alferio Bimbi, and she is a second year physics student at the University of Dodoma, Tanzania. So I'm sure that physics provide an important scientific foundation for many technological developments. And then at the same time also studying physics requires curiosity, persistence, critical thinking, and the courage to face complex problems. So the mic is yours now.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
afternoon, everyone.
Yeah, good afternoon.
It is a great pleasure to be here today. My name is Sarah Aferian Chimbi. I'm a second year Bachelor of Science in Physics student at University of Dodoma in Tanzania. Thank you to organizers for giving me this wonderful opportunity to be a part of this inspiring webinar. Let me begin with my journey. Has been a curious determination, and recently, for a young age like me, I was always fascinated by how things work and how science can be used to improve people's lives. They curiously led me to pursue the science throughout my education. I will begin with my journey with education. I completed my primary education at St. Columba's Primary School. It is in at Dar es Salaam. And for my O-level studies, I completed at Joyland Secondary School. Is it at Summit, Kilimanjaro? Also, I completed my A-level studies at White Lake High School, where I study PCB, physics, chemistry, and biology. Today, I am proud to continue the journey of my study in physics at University of Dodoma, whereby here at my university, I pursued the study of Bachelor of Science in Physics as a second year student. Okay, choosing the physics was not easy to me as a young woman's team, since I faced many challenges in limiting access, specialized research opportunity. Also, I need to continue to prove that a woman can in a scientific field. However, these challenges which faced me have strengthened my determination rather than discouraging me. Okay, my dream is to become a medical physicist and contribute to healthcare through the radiation science and advanced medical technology. And I believe in physics has the power to improve lives, especially through the better diagnosis and treatment of disease such as cancer. Beyond the academics, I enjoy developing my skills throughout studying Bachelor of Science in Physics at University in Dodoma. I've developed some skills such as programming, scientific computing, electronic circuit design research, and also leadership. I've become a leader since I have an age of 16. Till right now, I'm a secretary deputy in education and innovation at my University of Dodoma. Also, I'm a class representative to my program. Okay, through the skills which I got, I believe that combining technical knowledge with communication and leadership will create the meaningful impacts. From my perspective, The STEM is more than a career to me. It is a platform to solve real-world problems, creating innovations, and inspire the next generations of the girls to the dream without limits. I hope that through my journey, I can encourage more young women to believe in themselves and pursue their careers in science with confidence. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah, for your very impressive one. Because the time is running so fast. Now we are entering the fourth speaker, Miss Hagar Khaled Mohammed Ali Hussein from Egypt. So she is studying nuclear science. Yeah, she's nuclear. Master degree in nuclear physics and technologies at the National Research Nuclear University, MEPI in Russia. So the time is yours now.
Hello everyone, did the presentation is visible for you? Do you see my presentation?
Yes.
Yes,
we can.
everything is visible.
Yeah, okay. Hello everyone, my name is Hagar, I'm from Egypt. I came to Russia since I was 18 years old, and today I would like to share with you my journey in Russia, what I achieved, what is the challenge which I faced in my journey, what is the soft skills which helped me to continue. As you see, I already get graduated 2 years ago from Master in Nuclear Physics and Technology in MIF University. I'm a Marie Curie Fellow and also Russian Nuclear Education Ambassador. Today, I would like to share my journey from Egypt to Russia. First, I finished high school and I was looking forward to what I will continue. I was very inspiring with nuclear technology in general. That's why I chose Russia. I came here, I spent 1 year to learn Russian language. After that, I continued my bachelor's degree in Kazan for State Power Engineering University. I was specialized in renewable energy stations. After I done with my bachelor's degree, I realized that I have to continue and follow my mission in life, the purpose which I'm really looking forward with, which is nuclear energy. That's why I continue my master's degree in MIF University in Moscow. I focused on design VVER reactor and reactor physics, neutron transport. Also, I started to focus more about research about fusion reactor. I was using Serpent, Monte Carlo. Sometimes I have a lot of data and I need to make the data analyze. That's why I was using programming language as Python. Now I would like to share the hard skills from my journey. We can see the hard skills you can find from university in general. Since I was in my bachelor degree, I earned a lot of hard skills. When I continue my master, I start to make modeling. I start to focus more about data analyze, isotope transmission. I achieved a lot of progress in this side. I was making some experimental work by using simulation, by using Serpent. I achieved like 5.86% from Bayesian translation efficiency. And how we can say that? Actually, I was working in simulation, which was in my university in 2000. I was born in 2001, and it was kind of crazy. I didn't know all of the information, but I started everything from the beginning, step by step. I started to make the verification codes, and after that, I optimized the work which I do, and I got interesting result. It was like more than 126% improvement over the old simulation which they do already. Also, let's speak more about the soft skills. As I said, I came here, I was so young, I was just 18 years old. And in this time, actually, I was focused more about study, how to get the knowledge, like the foundation for the life. I start just to understand how I can live alone without my family, without anyone to give me help sometimes, which I need. I do everything by my own. And in this point, I can see, maybe I didn't realize, but in this part of my life, I start to build the soft skills. Like I didn't earn it. I just build it step by step, but I didn't realize that I have soft skills. Like it's the way to survive or how I can live and continue my life. Like leadership, I have a lot of friends from different culture. That's why I have to cross about collaboration with different culture, communication, which we have to find something share our culture and find a common between each other. After that, after I moved to Moscow, everything changed because Moscow is a big city, and also studying MIFI University wasn't that easy. Like this is like the best university to study nuclear technology in general. The technical skills was so hard, and also like in this time I start to get more soft skills, because when I was in Kazan, I was joined some conference, some Olympiad. It was kind of hard skills too. But when I came here, I start my journey. Like I would join Obnestech 2025 winter school and summer school, and in this time I understand that there is another kind of skills which we need to focus more about. In this time I already have the skills, but I don't know how I make them, because as I said before, I would just try to find a way to survive, but I didn't understand really that I'm building a new character, a new skills in my life, because the hard situation is always shaped the character which we have. And after that, also I being a part from Russian Nuclear Education Ambassador, and this is totally different. They focus more about the hard skills and the soft skills, how we can make a balance between that, making a webinar, go to conference, promote the idea of Russian education in general, explain for other people, inspire them, because like as I achieved a lot of goals which I would like to do since I was in my country, I would like also to inspire people and invite them to do the same. Not as a monitor, because but the goals which I already achieved, there is a lot of students in my country they look forward to. And also I was taking a part in Visible Power Leadership Program, and it was between IEA and Rosatom. The challenge, as I say, how to have the balance between the hard skills and the soft skills, and how we can focus about them. Have your own network, supposed to be most of the time supporting, and also to find a lot of women study engineering and work as engineer. It was very hard. I remember my first time to go to work, I was the only woman there. And another man that was like, can you do it? And I take it as a challenge, and I was working there. The only woman, I just make the all work. I didn't say like, no, I'm a woman, I will not do this, I will not do this. I always have a team, and I was the leader for them because I'm an engineer. And at the beginning it was hard, but I learned a lot from this experience too. My achievement this year, I got Marie Curie Flow, and also Russian Nuclear Education Ambassador, third place in Conference Commanda. As I say, I have a lot of research in which focus on the visual reactor by using Serpent. I accepted to present also my achievement in my research in France this year. I got the first place in nuclear triathlon in 2025, and second place for Hackathon 2025, the summer school. Here, I would like just to give an advice. Technical skills can get us, the knowledge can help us for the interview, but the soft skills, which can give you the place in the table, can give you the job, can help you to get more and improve your skills. Also, the hard skills is not enough. You have to make more and more to be visible and make your own personal brand. At the end, thank you all, and I'm ready to answer if you have any question.
Thank you for your nice presentation. And because the time is very limited now, so we are entering the question and answer. I will give one student to deliver one question to one speaker. So now we are entering the question to Miss Dina Vladimirovna Polilova. So I will let Almira to deliver your question, short question to do Miss Dina, please.
Okay, Mrs. Geni Rina Suryo, thank you for the opportunity. I have some question, only one question, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, for Mrs. Dina Polilova, what is the biggest challenges and passionate for you as a director of international corporation and at Neymark University? This is about communication and to others and then cooperation for another, I think something like that.
Yeah, dear Elmira, thank you very much for your question. This is a really nice question, and thank you. First of all, thank you for your presentation. It was very interesting, and I hope inspiring for all the participants. So, speaking about my job as a head for international cooperation, of course, I adore my job because I like communicating with people from all over the world, and it's always very interesting to find out anything new, to find out the culture. But I think that in communication, so it's good that we are connecting online. Like right now, it's very easy to communicate, but at the same time, we don't have enough energy, probably speaking online. Yes, because when we are gathered in one room, we could talk to each other, we could communicate, and there is some energy in communication. And I think that the main challenge is to follow the online format. It has its advantages, but at the same time, so it's sometimes it could be difficult to communicate via the screen.
Yeah.
Thank you for the answer. It is very interesting me to know how you to maintain your passion and your challenges. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Almira.
Thank you so much, Miss Dina and Almira. And now we are going to the second speaker, I think, yeah. To the second speaker, Miss Agnes. Yeah, as a speaker, she already delivered a very interesting presentation. And we will let Maria. Maria, do you have any question to Miss Agnes? Please.
Yeah, thank you again for your wonderful speech. And I really wanted to ask you a question, like what really inspires you to still pursue your everyday career and to still manage to be with people around you?
Miss Agnes.
Thank you, Maria, for a good question. So I am inspired to keep developing my career in the nuclear sector because I need really to master the new techniques and technologies in the industries, and as I work in a hospital, I need to get my patients treated. And also I try my best to schedule my daily activities every day, to look at my schedule and review it before the following day to make sure that I get the time to improve my career and also to complete my professional task, as well as to stay around the people that I mean with my family and friends around me. So I am real dedicated to my work, as well as very grateful for every step that I make and for the success that I have made so far. Thank
Thank you
you.
very much for the answer. Your story is really inspiring.
Thank you, Maria.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Agnes. Now we will give a chance to to the other very interesting speaker, Miss Penina. So I will let Sarah. Sarah, do you have any question to Miss Penina, please?
Yes, I do have a question. Sorry, Dr. Penina. My question is about including many young women are passionate about physics, but often lack confidence or clear guidance in how to pursue their careers in medical physics or maybe other careers and nuclear science. Looking back to your own journey, what is one decision or opportunity that had the greatest impact on your career, and what advice would you give to the students who opt to follow the similar path like you?
Thank you, Sarah, for the interesting question. And I was really moved with your story. So back to the question you're asking. Well, explaining in just one word is really difficult, but what I can say to you and to anyone who wish to pursue whatever medical physics or the science in general, the one thing I can say is have confidence in yourself. Like, even if the whole world go against you, you must not betray yourself. I can tell you a story. Can I have 1 minute for a story?
Yes.
Okay. So like, I can tell you a story.
Yes.
Okay. So there was this young lady who was doing her master's. And at that time, she was a mother, she was a wife, and she was working too. But she didn't have a leave for her further studies. Again, she had to push. But unfortunately, one of her subjects during her coursework phase was not good. So she went to the teacher of the subject just to talk to that person on how maybe she can improve herself. But that teacher refused, you see? And after refusing, the following day, she started hearing rumors from colleagues, like she's moving around teachers to ask for free marks. She was really disappointed. And you know what she did? She said, I'm not going back to that teacher, and I'm not going to explain to anyone. She believed in herself, like she didn't go to ask for free marks. She believed, like, because I've moved from my primary school, secondary school to bachelor degree, now I'm in master's. I didn't ask for free marks. Coming to the master's, ask for free marks. No, she didn't betray herself, even if everyone turned against her. So guess what? During her final exam, she made wonders in that subject because she had to dedicate herself to prove wrong to that person. Like, she did not really need their free marks to make sure she stands on. So the one thing that you need is believe in yourself that you can do, even if everyone turns against you.
Thank you, Penina. Are you satisfied? Students?
Oh, thank you, but I'm not satisfied because if she talks about the confidence as you look towards our university, how about maybe we just take an example for maybe lectures, you know, you might have a confidence, but through them they might decline your confidence. Maybe they can even make you fail.
Okay. So like you said, like the teachers can downgrade your confidence, right?
Yes.
Confidence alone cannot take you anywhere. Confidence alone. Like, based on my example that I gave you earlier, like she had the confidence. She believed in herself, but believing in herself alone wasn't enough. You need to work hard. Like you need to pass by knockout. You understand that? Like
Yeah, I do understand.
even if a teacher says, I am going to fail you, and trying to find where the mistake is, they can't find. That is winning by knockout. So you really need the confidence, and again, you need to work hard in that, whatever you're believing in.
Thank
Okay?
you. I'm so straight. I'm so
All
straight.
right.
Thank you, Benina. Very inspiring one. So, because we are still having another student, Hagar. Do you have any question? Please choose the speaker by yourself.
Hello, I still have a question for Panina.
Yes.
Because her journey is very inspiring, and I really like how she answered also the previous question. Because I agree with her, like sometimes the confidence comes from your work, like you prove yourself from your work. My question is from your academic and research perspective at the university. What is the single biggest soft skills gap which you notice in science and engineering student when they start a research or in general in the industry university? How can academic institution better bridge this gap?
Thank you, Hagar. Thank you for that question. So, like, you see, being a teacher, I've interacted with many people, and because I like talking to young, so I really get chances to know what they think and whatever difficulties they're facing. And I've happened to participate in some screening committees, like when they are screening for job interviews, I happen to attend some of them. The biggest challenge, the biggest gap that I have not so far is the communication. When we speak of communication, it's not about verbal only. It includes even the written communication. So you see, a student may pass with the flying color in their coursework, but they are moving to the research phase. In the research phase, you need to convince me that what you are intending to do is actually a tangible idea for me to supervise you, or for the university to support, like, this is a good idea, this is innovation idea. So they are lacking that transferring what they know into making people understand the same way they understand things. That is one. Again, so like they need to convince people through written in the document they're presenting, and actually through projecting, like the verbal communication, you're facing the panelists, like you need to present yourself, like what you know. And again, another thing, when they leave the university going to the industry, again, the very same thing is happening. So like you're called to the interview, like give us a presentation, or let us discuss on the issue of salary. Let us, that like the actual thing that will keep you in touch with the industry, they are missing. The communication in general, they are missing. So like they are going to the industry without having background information regarding that particular place they are going to work. So even if when they come to the negotiation skills, they lack. So they do not, so like if you miss that negotiation skills, that you cannot communicate what you really need from them, they'll tell you the condition that works better for them, but it doesn't work better for you. So later on, you feel like you're suffocating in that environment, And so you won't deliver. And therefore, because there is no result you're giving out, then the system will kick you out because you're not delivering what they're expecting. So the communication itself is a broad terminology, but that is what actually the youngs nowadays they're missing. I can tell you an inspiring example also regarding the negotiation phase. So like there was, that actually will be based on myself. After I graduated my bachelor degree, I started volunteering for teaching in one of the private schools. But later on, I got an interview from the best private school in the region, so I went. But before going there, a good thing that I had a good mentor. Before going there, I had some little check on what is the amount of salary they're paying, what tactics do I need to win the company. So I went, they gave me the topic to prepare, then I went into the panelists having 15 people in the room. And so I knew I need to win the student for me to get the job. So I made sure I communicate well. Now, after winning the class, the second phase came, like then the negotiation phase. They started telling me like, for us, yes, we have passed the interview, so we are going to pay you this much. I said, no, I cannot accept that because that is just the same as the allowance I get from my volunteer job. So why risk come this far and just to be paid the same amount? So I refused and I said, we cannot work. So I left. As I was leaving, going toward the gate, the owner of the school came. So he said, like, you wanted this much? Yes. So yeah, we're going to give you, and we're giving you 2 weeks, prepare, then come back for work. So that actually is another term you need to learn is you don't need to be really desperate. Yes, you need the job, but showing like you are the one in trouble, like you really need that. We normally miss that as young generations. We are missing that. So we grab whatever we are given, and later on we start like, I'm the only one who is underpaid. Everyone is paid based on their qualification, but I'm the only one. Then from there you start generating frustrations and you fail in whatever you do. So yeah, the communication is there.
Yeah, but as you mentioned, you say like you make an interview, but sometimes interview just 1 hour or something like that. And as engineer, we have like a technical skills which we have to show. But sometimes they ask about like management platform. Can you use Microsoft? Can you make a presentation? And actually, we didn't focus about these skills because we use it in basic life as a student. But it's not mean we don't do that. This is like kind of different what we are preparing for the interview, what they really wanted from the interview. Sometimes I think 1 hour or 30 minutes for interview don't show all the skills which the person have, the soft skills. If he's a leader, if he have a good communication, if he inspiring influence, all of this information, it's depend on the situation. You can't know from an interview. You give a question, he give you an answer, but it's not always show 100% what this person can do. Can you give an advice how we can communicate with interview and we can understand what really they do?
Okay, and you see, whenever they are organizing interview, every system has a different way. That's why I told you, you need to have the background check on the particular institution you're going to work with. And another thing, like Yes, you need the you have the technical knowledge that you have, like you will do your experimental thing and the engineering there, but you need to convince them in the sense that they cannot test your skills within 6 minutes or within one day. You need at least probation. See, so you need to convince them, like they give you, because for us, based on the system in here, you start by doing exam, written exam, then they'll call you for a technical thing, the hands-on thing. Then another phase will come in the negotiation phase, so the face-to-face thing. So you actually need your competencies to win the two, because the written and the hands-on, they are the one that will give you the opportunity to go in face-to-face. And in face-to-face is where you convince them to give you a probation period of like 1 week or 1 month. So you need to be good in content. You need to be good in those hands-on for you engineers. You need to be good in that. And before going there, this interview thing, they are not just like, they are not falling from anywhere. They are common. You can search in they give questions from the internet. You can just search like I'm going to this industry. What idea do I need to develop in this kind of, what do I need to know regarding this? So that it will give you confidence to win your written and to win your hands-on, so that it can give you an opportunity for the face-to-face talk in order to now to use your tongue well to convince them. So you really need the content, not only the soft skills. In this one, you still need the hard skills.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Penina. Thank you, Hagar. I think that 90 minutes, it's not enough yet to discuss about the very interesting topics, hard skill versus soft skill. So thank you, Olga, for creating this webinar. It's very interesting one. So because the time is already past as we schedule, 90 minutes. So ladies and gentlemen, dear speakers, students, colleagues, and friends who are joining these webinars, and as we come to end to this Girls in STEM webinar on soft skill and hard skill, technology industry, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to everyone who has contributed to this meaningful event. It is very thankful one. Our discussion today has reminded us that success in science and technology is not built on technical knowledge alone. So hard skill give us an ability to understand, design, analyze, and solve complex problems. However, soft skills such as communication, as Penina Penina, Dina, and then Agnes mentioned about, such as communication, teamwork, adaptability, confidence, leadership, and empathy allows us to use that knowledge effectively and create the positive impact. So my deepest thanks to our distinguished speakers, Ms. Dina Vladimirovna Polilova, Ms. Agnes Blazingowi, and Ms. Penina Mbago for generously sharing their knowledge, very experienced one, professionals, and valuable advices. And I would like also to congratulate to our student speakers, Maria, Almira, Sarah, and Hagar, for your participation. So special appreciation goes to Miss Olga Bulankova, who designed and organized this event. And also Stephanie, thank you so much for your support the Zoom platform, and other technical agreements. Thank you for your nice, very nice cooperation and patience. I have not worked alone today. As a moderator, I've been greatly assisted by their dedication and teamwork. So thank you everyone who joined us from different countries and time zone today. May today's webinar inspire new friendship, stronger international collaboration, and greater opportunities for girls and women in STEM. So with that, I officially close today's webinar. Thank you very much. Stay healthy and have a wonderful day. See you.
Yeah, everyone, hi. My name is Stephanie. Can I please tune in really quick? I just want to take a quick picture. So if
Okay.
can you please everyone smile so everyone
Uh-huh.
looks good? Yeah, thank you so much. And also Olga and I have prepared a quick survey that you can take. It will take you approximately 1 or 2 minutes. I'll share the screen and you can take a screenshot or via QR code. So yeah, so we would just like to get your feedback. Can you see it? So here you can take, as I said, a screenshot, which will take you to a quick survey, and the other one will take you to our Telegram channel, where you can stay up to date with future webinars.
And I also would like to say thank you to our speakers, to Stephanie and to our dear Gani for her wonderful moderation of this event. I'm very happy to see all of you, and I hope to see all of you on our next webinar, Girls in STEM. Thank you. I think this webinar was great.
Thank you all. Thank you, Olga. Thank you too much.
So thank you everyone.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the
Thank you,
opportunity.
everyone.
Next
Yeah,
webinar.
bye.
Thank you. Bye.
See you. See you.
Bye.
Bye, Stephanie.
Bye bye, everyone.